What's up, guys? We got a new gas tank, we got a transmission together. I have a rear main seal cover that I'm going to do before I install the transmission, and we're going to finish wiring the transmission up. That should be it for the wiring. And trying to think what else I got. Probably going to try and run the transmission lines, which shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to use the hard lines out of the Tahoe, which actually fit pretty good. Just might have to bend a little bit more and then cut the end off and use the hose part to adapt it to the transmission cooler. But let's check out this gas tank real quick. I actually already had it out, but I got it earlier this week, so I kept it in the box. And we got a new sending unit for it. So that is going to be nice. Hopefully it's going to be a pretty good fit. This one is a Spectrum tank, which originally I had ordered a Holly gas tank, but guess what? You can't get one right now. And I tried ordering from Speedway, and I ordered back like January 18th, and they sent me a email February 15th saying, well, no, it was about the beginning of February, saying it might ship out February 15th, which it did not. So February 15th, I got no emails, and I called and reached out to them, and I looked on their website and it said March 3rd. So basically I called them, asked them, they said, oh, it should be shipping out soon. And I asked her why it said on the website March 3rd. She goes, oh, well, that's if you place a new order. Well, I asked her if it had already shipped or if they knew anything, which she did not. So I just told her to cancel it. I looked on Amazon and found this one. It was $209 on Amazon. I mean, you can't really beat that for what it is. That was, I think, $95 for the new sending unit. And I'll show you real quick why I got a new sending unit. Somebody completely destroyed the hole there. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. And the reason we got a new gas tank was because this one was pretty dirty inside, and actually these liners end up getting brittle and cracking, so we ordered a whole new gas tank. Anyway, we're gonna get started on this. I got the wiring in here. Motor is wired up right now. So we got all our coils ran, all our injectors are hooked up, throttle body. I'm waiting to figure out where my mass airflow sensor is going to be setting. And fuel lines are up here, just waiting to hook them up. But basically, yeah, that's where my wiring is going, all along the back side. And I'll show you once we get it up in the air where I stuck the PCM. There's my fuse block right there. A couple rags down in there, but anyway, let's get it up in the air. I'm gonna take this off to get to this cover back here and replace the thing, and this strap will come off, motor will come down some, so I can get the transmission bolted back up to it. Alright, and then here's our transmission wires that we're going to run. Already got them ready to go. And that is where we mounted our PCM. So this is half of the box that holds it on the Tahoe. and it literally is almost perfect to fit up in there. There's a mess of wires right now, but if you can see it, that's how we mounted it. It's literally, this is the same box here, so you can't fit it in there with this cover, but it has these little edges that you can drill down into the frame with that, and it just sets in there and holds the PCM really good. We got it off here, got it all cleaned up. Now see right there is your cam position sensor that comes down through. That's your cam and your crankshaft. Now right there is an oil galley, and right here in these corners, when you put your new cover on, you're going to put a little bead of silicone right there, and you're going to put a bead of silicone right here on both corners. And we cleaned up around this, scraped this with a razor blade. So I mean it's smooth. I actually brake cleaned it, so it's pretty clean as it's gonna get, without putting it in some kind of a parts washer, which we're not gonna pull it out to do. Alright, we have the cover on now. I put just enough RTV, I got it smeared there a little bit, but barely squeezing out right there, a little bit right there, and on the side. Okay, now putting these on, you put all these bolts in and just get them just barely snug. Don't tighten them down, just up until they touch, and then a little bit. You can go all the way around it, and then you want to run these up in there, and you're going to do these to 106 inch-pounds, pulling it down onto this gasket, and then you're going to kind of go around the housing, kind of zigzag it around, and these go to 22 foot-pounds. Alright, we're going to get our flex plate back on. Alright, it's the next day, so we got 2 days on this now. It's the weekend, so here is where we're at today. I'm going to be getting this gas tank installed. There's our fuel pump. I just ran my hot wire up. My gas lines already had ran. And I took my ground, which is right there, looped it down, going to the frame. These straps, holy cow guys, they are seized up. So this last one, laying on the floor, right there, we had to take the torch to it and heat that sucker up. It actually, actually does work. Soak it down with some PB Blaster or WD-40 and then put some heat to it. Quite a bit of heat. Anyway, we got our wires ran up through there. Last night we finished putting the transmission in. We got our dipstick tube in, and that is a tight fit. I got about a ½ inch to the firewall. Same with these right there. They are super close for the lines. We got our starter in, don't have it wired yet, but there's our bracket that we made for this. And we're gonna run our power up here to our fuse block, and then we're gonna get this gas tank installed. I found this rubber mat stuff. What I've done, I took this double-sided tape. It's like very sticky, but stick it down and then just peel off the paper. What I did, I stuck it to the rubber mat and then stuck it down. I mean, it's down there pretty good. Stuck it on here, Strap's gonna come across this, and I got my straps ready to go. We should be good. I'm gonna hook up the hoses, set this on the transmission jack so it'll lift it up, and get everything in place. Alright, we got this tank up in there, got it all strapped down, and it's a very good fit. Sits right on that lip right there. Those little notches go up in there. Those tighten down. And it's in there tight. When you put these in, you want to put this side right here facing up, and then you kind of pivot it back and then pull this under. I think the hardest part was getting these these right here to hook in there and holding everything, but it is doable, not too bad. We can still kind of reach up there to where the fuel pump's at. You can always go this way too. Now, I got my drive shaft pinion yoke in there, or slip yoke, which is, there we go, slips in and out. I put that in to take a measurement. Now what you want to do, you want to push it in and then let it come out an inch and get your measurement from here to the back, to the pinion. And I measured a little over, and it was like 25 3/4, and the old drive shaft is 26 1/4, so I actually think it might work. So I'm going to give that a shot and see if it will fit inside there. New day here, as you can see, shaved. I had a bad U-joint on that drive shaft, but I am excited because it did fit. So we got connection here. So I got about 3/4 of an inch movement, which it doesn't move back and forth anyway. All this should be mounted pretty solid. So now we got, oh Lord, there it is. I got this right there that I need to connect for my shift linkage. We're gonna have to do that a different day. I got my downpipe part on here. Well, what's gonna be there for now. It does have my O2s connected. I still got to run this one up, but everything's starting to come together. It's working out. So it's probably going to be about it for this video. The next steps are going to be connect the water, the coolant hoses, the transmission lines, power steering lines, get those connected, and I'm not going to worry about the exhaust, and I'll get that bracket there for the shift linkage. And then we already got gas. I got some ground wires. I got another big ground wire right there. So anyway guys, that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully have this thing almost running, or I'll video the first start and we'll see how that goes. Anyway guys, like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.